Hey guys, what's going on? It's Toby here, or Toby Jizzle, and this is like the first FIFA commentary I've ever done. First of all, I'm going to apologise in advance in case you can hear builders, because I've got some builders working on my conservatory in my house. So if you can hear any like drilling noise or hammering or whatever, apologies for that. And basically, I'm doing this FIFA commentary just because I wanted to talk about football, and it wouldn't seem right to talk about football over a Call of Duty video. So this is the first time I've done the FIFA commentary, like I said before, and I guess or I've had to I've cut it down a bit because this game of Ultimate Team with my Ultimate Team Chocolate Man, as you've probably seen already, but I've cut out the like most important bits, bits with most action in it. And I'm not going to tell you what the score is. You're going to have to find out for yourselves by watching the game, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the football because obviously, as most of you know, if you're football fans, England went out of the Euros yesterday on penalties, and like there's a few things I want to say about the tournament in general and not just yesterday's game. What's it? I thought England, well, for the first time in ages, I saw England like wanted it. Although yesterday against Italy it was kind of a lackluster performance, especially in the second half. But in the first half there was like nice passing and movement, and there was a lot of determination from our players. And I think the main thing England lack is fitness and an ability to hold the ball for long periods of time, because we tend to be kind of direct in our play. We don't like to sit back and pass it around, because that's just not how we do things in England. Compared to other leagues, we have one of the fastest paced leagues in the world, I think. And so it's not natural for our players to do like the whole Spanish type of thing and keep the ball. And also the Spanish players are really like well, they work on their fitness a lot, so they're really built for like the big tournaments and stuff, so they can be like off the ball for ages and still be able to get back into a game. Whereas yesterday I guess England struggled because obviously Italy had Pirlo pulling the strings, and when the other team has possession, it's really tiring. If you play football, you'd know, because you have to chase down the ball constantly and get it back for your team, otherwise you're not going to score and you're going to be under pressure for the entire game. So I say credit to England for the amount of effort we put in, especially defensively, because I thought that was the first time I've ever seen England players like defend madly. Massive credit to John Terry, Jolien Lescott, Ashley Cole, even Glenn Johnson. Our whole back four was like brilliant for the entire tournament, I think. What let us down, I guess, was because other teams had possession so much, our midfield struggled to like to protect our back four, and that's where we got let down, I think, the most. And obviously defending from set pieces as well. But I thought on the whole it is one of England's better tournaments that I've watched, I guess. Props to Andy Carroll and who else? Danny Welbeck on their I think that was their first major tournament. Danny Welbeck really surprised me. Well, I thought he would do well, but I think his performances overall were kind of solid for England. And obviously he got a vital goal in the game against was it Sweden? So yeah, credit to them. The thing I'm disappointed with is after the loss, like, I don't know, England fans, we always look for someone to blame. Well, not me personally, but I don't want to be like pointing the finger, so I'm just gonna group myself in with this. But we're always looking for a scapegoat, and I don't think that is the best thing for the team overall, because the players will constantly have that on their mind. Like, if I fuck up, I'm the one that everyone's going to point the finger at. Or if I make one little mistake, everyone's going to point the finger at me. And players like Ashley Young and James Milner did not have the best of tournaments at all. Like, they really underperformed to me. It was disappointing for me as a Man United fan to see Ashley Young perform that badly, especially as before the tournament, like, he was the one getting England's goals. If you remember, he scored some important goals in friendlies against I think he scored against the Netherlands and other, I can't remember who the teams were that we played, but he put in some really good shifts for England. So it was really sad for me to see him struggle in the tournament so much. James Milner I was disappointed with attackingly. Defensively he did a really good job protecting Glenn Johnson most of the time. And so I guess my advice to England fans would be to lay off the players, because the pressure we put them under, like, obviously we expect a lot from them because England, like the home of football, and also we have top quality players, but we can't seem to get it together in the team. But I think we have to be more. I've said it before on Twitter. We have to be more supportive of our players and our team. And like the thing I was seeing was, obviously players are performing badly. They were struggling, but people were so negative about it, and that's what puts them under pressure so much. And that's why the players always have that in the back of their mind. And unless you're used to it, you're gonna struggle when it comes to stuff like penalties, because you're always gonna have that thought in the back of your mind. Ashley Cole, I felt really bad for because he missed a penalty, and obviously he'd been fantastic for us throughout the tournament. One of our better players, I thought. So I felt really bad for him. Ashley Young, he also missed. I don't think Ashley Young should have been allowed to take a penalty simply because of the kind of tournament he had, and obviously I reckon that played on his mind a lot, so he struggled to convert his penalty. The other thing, Wayne Rooney, he didn't really have time to get into. I'm not going to make excuses because um, Rooney, world-class player, you're going to expect world-class things from him. But I'm going to say two contributing factors to maybe the lack of a performance from him was the fact that first of all, he missed the first two games of the tournament, so he didn't really have time to get into it. Although he did get a goal in his first game, which is kind of fortunate. But as a footballer, you struggle to get to grips, and unless you're playing games, you're going to struggle with. The other reason I think Rooney struggled in the tournament was because if you watch the game against Italy, every time he got the ball, he was put under pressure like immediately, and that happens with players of the higher caliber. Italy had kept the ball for most of the game, so they were able to chase things down a lot easier because they had that bit more fitness. So that would be why our attacking players in general struggled to control the ball and like break in between the defenders. But what I will say is England fans should be proud of the performance that our team put in, because that is the first time I've really seen them put a shift in, and it was unfortunate for us not to go through, especially on penalties. I don't know if we're ever going to win a penalty shootout again, but I don't want to see like fans slating the team, because that's just not the way things should be done. As a football fan, you're supposed to support your team no matter what. So I'm proud of England, and that's all I'm going to say. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, leave a like, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.